everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dose. We are finishing things off today for the Celebrate Festival. For those that haven't figured out what to do with that one yet, well, this one's definitely for you. Welcome back for those that are new or visiting, all the OGs in the house, wherever you may sit within that category. Everyone is welcome. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification button. Fun fact, instead of spamming hate in Siege, what have I been doing? I've just been doing the old sub to push buttons gaming YouTube. So if you want to join the army wherever you are in your Siege mode, instead of, yelling at each other, just tell them all to sub to push buttons gaming YouTube. That would be an awesome outcome. Spread a little bit of love instead of negativity in those modes and capitalize on people that maybe need a little bit of information on how to cheese things. If you haven't seen the previous video, it's pretty straightforward, easy way to cheese Siege. Basically, free gold, it is what it is, right? I mean, I think we've all figured it out by now. Anyway, today's video, we're probably going to have to talk a little bit about the Celebrate Festival. Now, honestly, it's probably not that great in terms of value. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the best valued packages at the moment are the stamina pills. If you are looking to build the ultimate sword at the end of the event, you're basically only going to be able to do it by exchanging lamb steaks, which means you have to spend money. There is no other way to acquire any of the lamb steaks, but you might as well grab some stamina pills instead of the generic God's Blessing, which, I mean, granted, you're going to get other resources if that's where you're at within the game, and you need some of those chicken drumsticks and veggies to sort of max out what you want to do for your character. If you are a spender, of course, this doesn't apply for those that are free to play. But in terms of like value comparison, obviously the $154 pack is probably the better value outright, but I mean, look, 6k gold, yeah, that's nice. Like, I'm not going to lie, that is nice, but you can pretty much wing it just by getting the stamina pill packs and buying the daily ones up to or equal the value that you require in order to finish off the 7-star sword. It's your choice. Honestly, stamina pills are a lot more accessible now than they have ever been. However, the fact that they're throwing gold at you too kind of makes me think that this is better value. It's one of the rare occasions where you do get more value for just buying the daily packs than you do get for God's Blessing, which is very unusual. Just because they decided to add the stamina pills. If the God's Blessing pack had the stamina pills, however, instead of the other shit, well, I'd say, yeah, go for that one in terms of being able to make some progress and level up your characters faster. Now, I did cover this briefly in the Shoe Nation video, so if you haven't checked that out, we are doing all nations. Day in the life of Wu will be up next. The Fire Nation for all the free to plays out there. This one's probably going to be for you in terms of how far you can get. Hein's account is purely free to play, so that's going to be awesome to check that out. But 7-star sword, what the fuck do you do, and who would you be good on? I'd said this before, and I still think that this is definitely for the DPS characters of your legendary tier and your epic tier, depending on where you are within the game, purely because it's going to give you 15% crit and damage bonus for 2 rounds. The rest of it is kind of like, I don't really understand that, which makes it's okay. I read it a couple times. I was like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, physical damage plus 10% of max HP is nice to whoever you're attacking, basically your counterpart. But of course, it's like, you don't really want your character to die, right? You're like, I don't know how this helps me PB for the last aspect. So you do a physical damage equal to 50% of your own HP to your counterpart, which only happens when you die. Unfortunately, it kind of sucks. But in terms of this, I reckon the crit and the damage bonus for, say, Lu Bu, Ma Chao, Guan Yu would be very nice as well. Another Shu hero. Now that I know a little bit more about Shu heroes, I'd say that would be pretty nice as well. But anything that essentially has burst damage potential. I'm even thinking about throwing this sword on Cho, so the warlord, the special warlord hero from the samurai era. I'm thinking about putting it on him, but then again, Lubu potentially is going to be like. I just think Lubu's going to rock this sword quite nicely. Obviously, it's going to take a while. Even for me, who does spend money, it's going to take me a little while to get this to 4-star. But say we do manage to get it to 4-star eventually, obviously the damage and crit bonus scale up. And of course, that means that if Lubu ever dies, he does 30% physical damage to whoever kills him. And at 7-star, it's kind of the maxed out one. We're looking at 35% crit, which is pretty fucking big. And of course, 35% damage bonus is fairly phenomenal. And again, it's based off max HP as well because it hits for physical damage. And of course, if I somehow manage to die, which is probably not unlikely, but you know, if it happens, then of course I just do like a counter attack. It's like Meliodas' fucking counter. Basically, we just wreck some people for 40% of our max HP, whoever decided to land the killing blow on our character. Now, it is a investment. Of course, the game's only going to give you 55 shards. If I'm going to talk about it in terms of just feasibility, these swords, by able to getting 55 shards of this sword or the dark blade or the fan, the most recent ones that have popped out, essentially it's better than if this was like an SP hero because you only need 120 of the shards for the SP hero, so you're not even at halfway, whereas this you're over halfway by buying the 55 shards. And of course that means better for our pockets if we want to pursue getting the lamb stakes. Now, I think for the purposes of the video, we'll just go ahead and buy the 55 shards. Yes, that was 11,000 gold. Fucking whopper. But it is okay. It is okay. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's. Now, in terms of how to progress further though. So this is kind of for the niche people that have saved up a little bit of gold. They're comfortably sitting on 20, 30, 40 plus thousand gold. It is very possible as free-to players to do that just by watching these videos and saving for the events that are applicable for their character's progress. However, an interesting note would be that these are 5,000 gold and we didn't get them at a discount rate, which kind of sucks. It kind of sucks because I would have preferred this. If this was like 3,500 gold, honestly, I would buy all 5. But the fact that it's going to cost me 25k to essentially buy 5 of them, I'm going to hard pass on that. Now, in terms of the epic karma, I mean, most people can probably get lucky enough in the star karma premiums and even the regular karma to pick up the epics that they need. However, if there's those real elusive ones, the ones that just fucking do not want to appear for whatever reason, just never drop for you. And it's going to, and it's basically the thing that's slowing you down, right? So outside of this, I mean, potentially I could just pick this up, right? I could pick up my chest for 1,500. I could go in here, I could get that, and boom, we're done. We've got another notch on our belt. We're progressing further. And I'm thinking about doing that. I'm legitimately thinking about doing that just from the perspective of being able to select it instead of getting it as random RNG-based things. Now, even for the legendaries, I mean, I would suggest doing this on everyone's account. Go and check out to see how close you are in terms of progressing. Look, we need Lubu. We need, what's this guy? We need Lubei, I believe that is him. Yep. Oh, geez, getting good at calling the names out these days. Chow Shao. Look, we're one short. And so for 15,000 gold, ladies and gentlemen, we could potentially do some upgrades for this. Am I thinking about it in terms of like the gold factor, the reality factor? Look, it's 60 paper charm shards. So I think I'm more comfortable spending 60 shards than I am spending 5k gold. But it's not a bad investment. It's not a bad investment if this is going to get you to the next level. If this is going to unlock your next chapter, Because the minute you unlock the next chapter, I would say, excuse me, chances are you will, where is it? Chances are the minute you unlock your next chapter, you probably got, boom, 10. Immediately you've got 10 lined up to go. Because, of course, all of the other shit that's been saving in your bag, for instance, right here, that's going to get utilized immediately. So you're going to automatically going to get a power boost, you're going to get a damage resistant boost, a damage bonus boost depending on how long you've been hoarding for. Obviously, the more you open up on the same day, the less likely it is that you're going to be able to complete that. But even day one, we smashed it. 13 actives straight off the bat, no effort at all. I mean, look, investment wise, I can see the value of being able to pick those chests. Is it for everyone? It's purely up to you. Purely up to you. Let me know in the comment section below if you think it is good value, the 40% off chest. I think the 5k chest is just a little bit too expensive. I may or may not invest in two of them, depending on how close I am, which we had a look of. So we can actually go ahead and get some progress there. So I'm gonna have to fucking decide, right? I'm gonna have to flip a coin. I'm at 20. Oh fuck! I'll be at 18k at that stage. And of course, I'm probably gonna have to buy a couple of the epic karma chests as well. If you want to see me do that and see just what sort of progress you can make in another video, I'm happy to do that. But let me know in the comment section below, obviously, before this event ends, if anyone's curious as to how much of a power boost you get for doing the legendaries. I actually have forgotten. But in terms of this, we will probably not need to talk too much about spending gold anymore because it's kind of self-explanatory. However, a very interesting thing did appear. I can buy Ascension Stones now. So I am going to go ahead and buy, I want to say, the maximum amount. So that's 10. Unfortunately, it is capped at 10. I do not mind spending drumsticks to buy those just because they're a pain in the fucking ass to get outside of spending money. And of course, doing the dungeon expeditions, which are fine. It's fine. I'm not going to complain about that. No, new features in the game are always nice. But in terms of this, I'm at a situation where I really don't need any more epic heroes. But if that's going to help you, then prioritize getting your 7 stars first. If you don't already have 7 stars, I would recommend focusing on that. And then I would recommend focusing on getting your epic weapons after that. Just because 7-star heroes of the epic variety are going to help you out more than your weapons will. Just in terms of, power and skill damage, that's probably where it's at. Next, I'd focus on the equipment shards. You can never have enough equipment shards. Even late game, essentially, you're going to use those to be fed into your Vanquisher sets. So there is always a purpose. Late game, mid game, you're going to notice a lot of people will recommend, or at least I personally will recommend, chasing the ultimate beast pills. Once you have maxed out your nominated epic weapons, of course. So I still haven't maxed out them yet, so I'm going to grab those ones that I can. And I'm going to skip the weapons and I'm going to go straight into 81 of these bad boys. And that is in preparation for the Heaven's Dragon, which should be appearing in the next Billionaires event. Thankfully, the fucker that's decided to jackhammer next door has shut up. So now it's a little bit more quiet. I do apologize if early on the video quality and the sound quality was fucking atrocious. It is what it is. Now, I will note that I can buy these for the veggies, and that's enticing. It is very fucking enticing to buy some more beast pills. I do like that. However, I need to think about it in terms of, do I need training pills or do I need the Weapon Forge stones? I'm kind of running low on Weapon Forge stones, so I'm going to grab as many of those out as I can before I go and try and maximize the beast pills. Do I have any more veggies left? I don't. We've used them all up. The reason being is we're starting to creep towards getting level 200 on some of our weapons. So everyone's kind of over 150. I think, yeah, Serpent Halberd's at 200. I want to push this one up a little bit further. I'm not going to get there. Oh, so close. The reason being is you just get more raw statistics, and it's just one of those hallmark things. You kind of want to keep pushing up the item level and the power level of your characters, gear, equipment, relics, etc. when you can. It's not like super important, but it is something that kind of just lends to the overall abilities of your teams. It's just little things like that. It is annoying, of course, but there you go. Anyway, let's grab 12 of those. I'm not sure if that's enough. No, we're still short, so I have to grab some more tomorrow in order to upgrade this to Tiger class. Um, I'm just going to focus on Dalchant's accuracy, which is very odd. You're probably thinking, shouldn't you invest that in other heroes? At the moment, I feel like Zhu Jiang, he hits AoE, is very important, but this girl's, because she can silence and she's running the Moon Fan as well, I really want her to hit as much as possible. The reason being is her silence chance is almost like a double proc silence. So her normal active has a silence chance, but of course the Moon Fan does as well. And as you increase the levels, then obviously the silence chance increases as well. It's still 20%. It's low, but you have to hit the target for it to proc. And that's sort of part of the plan at the moment. I'd like to be able to max out Moon Fan a little bit quicker, but the reality is we're just going to have to sort of, stay with it. Progress slowly. So the fuckers with the jackhammers have started again. It is what it is. Anyway, hopefully that's not going to distract too many people. Now, in terms of this, we do have a premium recruitment rebate going on. I really don't need anyone in terms of summoning, but we're not going to give up on the shards because that would be pointless. So let me have a look to see where we can go in our hero index or our heroes in general. So Wei Nation, we could probably summon there. Why don't we just finish out Shu though? Let's finish out Shu Nation. Let's go here, faction Shu. We'll do some 10 bombs. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get some elites. I think there's a guaranteed. Oh yeah, Pang Tong. I'll take some epics here. Let's go. Let's go. 2 more 10 bombs. Zhu Shang. All right, buddy, get out of here. We don't need your kind around here. Oh yeah, okay. Zhang Wei, we can definitely use a little bit of Zhang Wei in our life. Another Zhang Wei. Okay, maybe we can upgrade you. That'll be nice. That'll be cool for the index. All right, so we did those. I probably have to just spend a little bit of money to grab the. Oh no, I don't. Okay, perfect. Fucking love that. I thought, man, I'm gonna have to buy some more, but I don't. So we'll take that each day of the week, any day of the week. Fuck yes. Let's upgrade some of these. Can we get you twice over, Pang Tong? Oh, okay, all right. We'll use some universals. Just upgrade my guys. Honestly, everyone's gonna get to this point of the game where they just go ahead and upgrade their index for the index score. It is worth it. If you haven't already seen prior to this, you do get quite a significant amount of power. Talking about power, though, let's see if we can grab anything out of our bag. Now, I think we do have enough here in terms of legendaries. So we can do some of those ones later on. Shard-wise, man, we seem to never have enough shards. How many of these could we... We only got 40. Out of the entire fucking event, we only got 40 of those things. That's annoying. I mean, we're in a good situation. We're in a good situation here. I could potentially build whatever I'm missing in terms of the next charm. I'm going to get Demon Roar for sure, 100. And then I'm probably going to start maybe getting some other ones in terms of legendary charms. That is my goal. So... previously, I mean, we on the power up video, I couldn't do any of the upgrades that I need because you need like 180 plus of these shards once you get to 4-star on the hero. So we haven't actually had a significant event to accumulate enough shards for a while in terms of limited heroes. And obviously, the next one that pops around, we want to be able to do Lu Bu, which is kind of, it's cool, it's fine, it is what it is, right? Either way, I have a guaranteed way of building Lubu. It's a absolutely there's no issues there. There's no issues. I even have 130 merits left over. We've got some paper shards for the next billionaire event. We've got a full charm event. But yeah, in terms of like progress wise, I did look at this. I know someone did point that out that you've got one of these things. However, it's just a shard. So you need three of these. I don't know if I'll chase the next one. We'll see how big the spenders are in terms of our bracket. It's probably not realistically worth chasing another Thunder Feather. I mean, I can just kind of get into our server bracket top three, and that's guaranteed. What I think we'll do though is why don't we get a little bit spicy? Let's open up some of these transformation boxes. Um, Honestly, I'm just trying to do it for the charm. I don't really need any of these, but I guess like if we manage to pull something off, it's fine. If we get one, oh wow, we did. We actually got an epic transformation. There you go. Wasn't even wanting that, but we managed to grab that out. What would I get though if you were ever presented with that question? Honestly, this guy's not terrible in terms of his ability. He has a 20% chance to stun targets from round one, reducing them. I mean, he's kind of like an AoE version of Sun Quan. Sun Quan, of course, is probably one of the better ones because he's got a 50% chance for Trials fucking tower ability. Dank Stash, not too bad because he does a 10% attack buff to all the heroes in the same row that he's on for 2 rounds. So ultimately speaking, there's a couple that I could potentially invest in. I might just have a look a little bit later on in my transformation gallery to figure out whether or not I want to buy one of those. But yeah, in terms of anything else, I think we're pretty much good to go. Just waiting for the events, obviously, to roll around that correspond to us. What do we got? Have we got a lot of... Yeah, I thought we had a lot of fucking silver mice. Yeah, we got a lot of mice, so we're definitely building Heaven's Dragon when that pops up. We're at 105, halfway to 106, so slowly progressing along in terms of leveling up this account as well. But not too much else to talk about in terms of the event. If you watched this far, thank you so much. Make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe button. The like's for me, subscribes for the community, and the notification is for you. But in terms of this, I am pumped about the extension of the story modes. Obviously, that means more gold for us, for those who like to grind. There's a couple of things that they're talking about. There's a new hero that's just supposed to be released, so that's interesting. I'm not sure when this next update's going to be. Obviously, that's something that we can look forward to. But yeah, in terms of this, I figured, fuck it. We might as well do the last thing. Celebrate Festival. We cleared that out. We bought some stuff. Made a tiny little bit of progress. And we're just ready for the next event. Anyway, I'll catch you all in the next one.